Still morning. I'm gonna do something real quick to kind of protect my car from the elements. Let's see if this works. Alright. But see, now it's kind of dark, but this should prevent my phone from overheating, because last time the live shut off because it said my phone was too hot. So instead of letting the phone get too hot, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this and we're gonna see if this works. We're gonna see if this works. Now, there we go. We're gonna test this out. I can take the glasses off. Alright. Alright. So, happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. We are back for another morning meditation from the car. From the car. Yes. And it's still August. We are still in the present sufferings, not being worthy to be compared to that which shall be revealed. The glory that is to be revealed in us and to us. Okay? So, the present sufferings, not worthy to be compared. Not worthy to be compared. Y'all, I have been seeing the Lord show up in ways. It's like things that I've been waiting for, things that I've been just waiting on. Good morning. I'm seeing him move, and I'm seeing God show up in ways that it's got to be him. And I'm filled with gratitude for what has been happening. Good morning. I'm filled with gratitude for what the Lord has been doing in my life. For those of you who may be new to this space, hi, I'm Esty Marie. Morning meditation comes from a digital goal-setting planner and journal that I created based on Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain. So write the vision, make it plain. Though it tarry, wait for it. Okay, y'all, there are things that are happening in my life right now that I've been waiting for quite some time. For quite some time I've been waiting, and it's been a season, like an extended season of waiting and not understanding why certain things are not happening. It's like you hear people that give you a word, you tell you like, oh, God's gonna do this, or you get these things, you get these inclinations, like God tells you he's gonna do a thing, and then you start to do the thing and it's not turning out the way that you would think. Why? Because his ways are not our ways, y'all. His ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. So the way we decide in our mind that something should go doesn't always mean that that's exactly how the Lord wants it to play out in our lives. So there are things there are things that have happened, and things that have transpired, and I've just been like, Lord, what is going on? You begin to question, like, maybe I heard him incorrectly. Maybe this was just not what I was supposed to do and I got it completely wrong. There will be seasons in your life where things feel like that, but I promise you, though the vision tarry, wait for it. Okay. So within that planner, every month there is a focus scripture. Right now we are in the month of August, and the focus scripture for the month of August is Romans 8:18. Which talks about the present sufferings are not worthy to be compared to the glory that is to be revealed in us and to us. And I just want to encourage you, hold on. Okay, hold on. It may not look like what you want it to look like. It may not be everything that you thought it was going to be, but that does not mean that is the end of the story. Exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask, think, or imagine is what God is going to do in your life. But you have to hold on. You cannot forfeit before the appointed time. And that's what the enemy tries to do. The enemy tries to get you to forfeit before the appointed time. And I promise you, if you just hold on, y'all, art is something that I have loved forever. And I've always made excuses to why I could not be the full-time artist that I wanted to be, why I could not pursue the dream. The vision has been there. I've seen it. I've had plenty of visions. God has given me dreams and he's showing me different things. But I've always given myself some excuse, some reason why it could not, should not. All the negative things would always magnify in my mind. Though the vision tarry, wait for it. I promise you, things are happening for me this year, and it's nothing but God. Like, y'all, it actually started last year when I said I'm just gonna stop like making excuses and all the things. Last year, I, on a whim, saw a grant application for Houston Arts Alliance, and just on a whim, y'all, I saw it. The deadline was quickly approaching, and I was like, well, whatever, I guess I'll just apply. It came across my feed, let me apply. Yeah, I was not expecting that I would be one of the grant recipients for the Houston Arts Alliance grant. But they awarded me the Let Creativity Happen grant on a whim, y'all. I saw the application at the last minute and just kind of threw together a response for something that had been on my mind. It was a vision that I had been sitting on, something that I saw in my head, and I've been sitting on it. And then I said, okay, well, let me just submit this and see what happens. Thank you so much. And I'm just like amazed at what's been happening since then. God has really been showing up, because when I tell you, art is something that I've loved. In kindergarten, I got an award for creative writing. It's just been something, like they gave me like some imagination award or something, my parents told me. Like, the arts has just been a thing that I've been drawn to it since I was a little girl. But then there's always this thing in the back of my mind, and that's the enemy that tries to tell me, oh, you're not good enough. This person's work is better than yours. Nobody's going to buy your stuff. This, that, and the other, right? Those negative thoughts that come up, they happen. But we have to learn how to silence the noise. We have to learn how to silence the noise and the lies of the enemy, because I promise you, what is for you is for you, and it cannot be taken. God's will for your life has to manifest, but the only way it will not manifest is if you forfeit and you throw in the towel. Do not throw in the towel. Do not quit before the appointed time. And that is the thing. We have to pray that we stay in alignment with God's will so that we don't miss the appointed time. We don't want to miss the appointed time. Y'all, I'm like, it's crazy. Again, in July, the Lord told me, just execute. So that was a challenge he gave me. I was not allowed to overthink things. I had to just put stuff out there. I had to, if I saw something, if an idea came up, I had to just move on it. Within that Just Execute July challenge, something else came across my feed. I applied for it. I got it. Why? Because I did not allow myself to think my way out of the things that God has for me. And if you're somebody who battles with imposter syndrome, if you're somebody who like is constantly overthinking, I promise you, try the Just Execute challenge. I know it's not July anymore, but don't give yourself too long to sit on a thing. When you have the idea, act on it. Move. Because swift obedience is what God is looking for. And I promise you, sometimes it'll be something that's just kind of like an idea, a quick thought, almost like a joke to you sometimes. Those ideas, those are the things that God is trying to download into you. And I promise you, if you move on them, God gonna meet you on the other side. Like, you have to meet God halfway. People pray for miracles and they pray for stuff and they're like, oh, I'm waiting for God to do this thing in my business and this and the other, but then they won't move themselves. How is God supposed to move without you taking the step? You have to take the step. You have to take the step. And I understand, especially if you've tried to take the step before, you've been embarrassed. It's been like, God, I tried. You said do this thing and I tried it and nobody showed up. You said do this thing and I tried it and it epically failed. Like, it may feel like an epic failure, but it's not an epic failure. Why? Because you learned something. If you really sit back and evaluate, take the time to evaluate what went on, what happened, what were the things. If you evaluate what was going on, I promise you, you will see there's a lesson to be learned that will make you better for the next time when God tells you to cast your net again. Y'all, I'm in a cast your net again season. And what I mean by that, there's a passage in the scripture where Peter had been out fishing all night. Peter's a fisherman. The type of fishing Peter did, it's done at night. Deep sea fishing, it's done at nighttime, right? So he had been out all night, toiled, caught no fish. He came back to shore. Jesus gets on his boat, does some teaching, and then Jesus tells him to cast his net again on the other side. And Peter's looking at him like, bruh, what do you mean cast my net again? Like, Mr. Carpenter man, fishing is done at night, right? But his obedience to do it, Peter caught so much fish. When he cast his net again, they had to come help him. His boat was getting ready to sink because of the overflow from his obedience to do something unorthodox. Deep sea fishing is done at night. He's doing it in a different time, in a different setting. Maybe what you're doing it at the wrong time. Right thing, wrong time. Pray. Get in alignment with the Lord. Pray. Everything, all things, do with prayer and supplication. Because I promise you, whatever your thing is, set it before God. And don't give up. Things have just been happening for me as of late. And I know it's nothing but God. I know it's nothing but God. And I'm just so grateful for what he's doing. Even the boldness to do a solo art show. I've never done a solo show. Having enough work situated to fill up a whole space with only my artwork. The show that I put on where I was funded by Houston Art Alliance, that was great. I pulled in other artists, gave other artists platform. I've always been that person to platform other people. So yeah, when I was doing the open mic, I just always created a space for other people to be platformed as well, because I'm all about everyone's voice being heard and making sure that everybody feels seen and everybody feels valued and everyone feels appreciated. And so now being in this space of doing a solo show, like, yeah, it's wild, but it's happening. And the revenue goal, the revenue goal that I put out there, it's been one of those like, did you really just make that public? Did you do that? But what I realized as I sat back looking at everything, selling out of my limited edition prints, just selling those alone, getting all 12 flowers, all 40 prints sold, almost doubles the revenue goal that was set. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting on my community tab. I need you to go check out the flowers. I need you to check out the flowers, and I need y'all to order a birth month flower print, because like literally ordering these limited edition prints will get me where I need to be, and it will get you a beautiful piece of art, a beautiful piece of my story, a beautiful piece of blossoming and beauty growing from hard places. My solo show is called Wave After Wave, because healing is not linear. Yeah, I don't look like what I've been through. Yeah, I've been through so much, and it's nothing but the grace of God that I have a sound mind. It is nothing but the grace of God that I'm not crazy. It is nothing but the grace of God that I'm not out here cussing people out, fighting all the time, it's his grace and his goodness. Because I was full of anger. I was full of silent rage. That's the dangerous kind. That silent rage, baby, that's dangerous. I promise you. You want to deal with the internal things that are happening. Everything that I went through was the dirt and the soil and everything that I needed to make this garden that I am cultivating grow. It couldn't have been any other way. It couldn't have been any other way. And I've accepted that. And I've learned that it's okay. Because God will give you beauty for ashes. Because baby, them ashes was ashen, okay? But he's giving me beauty for ashes. But you have to be willing to hold on. You can't give up. Do not allow the present suffering to cause you to throw in the towel. You have to have vision. And I believe that's exactly why God gives you dreams and he gives you things. He gives you a glimpse so that you can hold on. He gives you a glimpse of what the future holds. He gives you a glimpse so that you can keep that in the forefront of your mind so your hope does not fail you. I promise you, it gets better. This is somebody who did not want to live. I did not want to be here, did not want to exist. Contemplated offing myself many, many times. But God has kept me, and I'm still here. And I'm here today to tell you the present suffering is not worthy. It's not worthy to be compared. And I know it sucks. It don't feel good. It don't feel good. But there is so much better on the other side. There is so much better on the other side. You just have to keep living. You have to keep striving. Hold on for tomorrow. Because I promise you, it gets better. It definitely gets better. Definitely gets better. I think think that's what I got for y'all today. That's what I got for y'all today. Hmm. Yes. Thank you so much for interacting, um, Jason Finotti. Yes, God is so good. He's so good. And so I just want to encourage you, whatever you're going through today, you'll be laughing about it. You'll be laughing about it later. I promise you, you will. You're going to look back at this moment and just thank God. You're going to thank God that you did not give up when you wanted to give up. Because if I gave up when I wanted to give up, would not be where I am right now. The career that I'm building right now would not be if I did not trust and allow him to mold and shift and move me the way he's been doing it. It don't always feel good, y'all, but trust the process. It don't always feel good, but trust the process, because I promise you it all works out for your good in the end. It all works out for your good in the end. Okay, I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope I see your name come across my Eventbrite sales for getting a virtual ticket to the show, because I do have virtual options for those of you who are not in Houston. Thank God every day, 24/7. Please don't give up and keep going. Yes, trust the process. Yes, trust the process. So for those of you who are not in Houston, you can jump on the Eventbrite and get a virtual ticket to the show. It's going to be an amazing experience. It's still going to be immersive, even for those of you who cannot be with me in the building live. Order your limited edition print. Go ahead and grab a pre-order of your limited edition print. Oh yeah. Okay, Reno. Yes. So if you go to my community tab, and actually I think, let's see, because I know YouTube, you can DM people now. I'm gonna DM you the actual link. Let me take a screenshot of your name so I have it. I'm gonna DM you the link so you can grab a virtual ticket, and you can also grab a collector's ticket and pre-order your limited edition print with your ticket. January through June is almost finished. July through December has been done. You can see what those look like, and I'm super excited for where this is going, y'all. We gonna do this. We gonna sell out of these prints, and we gonna hit this revenue goal, because I believe God. I believe him. He told me to cast my net again, and so we cast in the net. All right. So I will see y'all next Monday. I love y'all so much. I hope your week is blessed. I hope you feel God's love today and this week. I hope he just meets you exactly where you are, and you feel a hug of his comfort and his presence. I pray that for you. And I hope you just have an amazing week. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.